Picture this. Your company just hired an exciting new team member. They're bright, they're talented, they're eager to contribute. But after a few weeks, you notice something. They rarely speak up in meetings. They hesitate before sharing any ideas. And when they do, they look around the room like they're bracing for impact. They are holding back, and it's not because they lack great ideas. It's because they don't feel safe enough to share them. Now, I want you to contrast that with a team where people feel safe to contribute, they feel safe to take risks, and to build on each other's ideas. That is the kind of environment where real innovation happens. And guess what, my friends? There's one tool that high-performing leaders are using to build that kind of team culture. Drum roll, please. It's Improv. Spoiler alert, because you looked at the title of the show. But I said it, Improv isn't just for comedy clubs anymore, y'all. Today, we are diving into why leaders at LinkedIn, Amazon, Uber Freight, Walgreens are obsessed with improv for team growth and how you can use it too. Let's get into it. So, listen, if you're tuning in right now, I already know one thing about you. You're a people leader who actually cares about your people. You don't just want to get through the workday. You want to create an environment where your team thrives. But if you have ever felt frustrated by silence in meetings, a lack of collaboration, or a culture where people play it safe instead of play it big, then I've got you. And today we are going to fix it with improv. So here's the problem. Team growth and development is broken. I said it, it is broken. And here's the hard truth. Most teams are not set up for real growth. And y'all know I got some cold, hard facts here to prove it. So according to a study from Gallup, only 32% of employees feel engaged at work. 32%. Now, I'm no mathematician, but that means the majority of your people are not engaged. Now, it also says, and this is from a study from the Harvard Business Review, that teams that feel psychologically safe are 76% more innovative. So psychological safety goes hand in hand with innovation. 76% more innovative. And a study from MIT Sloan says that companies with strong collaboration cultures outperform their competitors by 30%. Strong collaboration equals outperforming your competitors by 30%. So what is missing from all of this? A structure that actually teaches teams how to communicate, how to adapt, and support each other. And that's where, my friend, improv comes in. Now, if you were just tuning into the show, let me just back it up a minute. So I am the founder of Improve It. We are an improv-infused professional development company for the new generation of work. We have been in business 11 years, and we have worked with teams all over the world. Improv, by definition, and I actually know this by heart, is the practice of acting, singing, talking, and reacting, of mating, creating in the moment and the response to the stimulus of one's immediate environment and inner feelings. Thank you, Wikipedia. In other words, improv is pretend. We make it up on the spot, and we use the fundamentals of improv comedy to help people at work. So, at Improve It, we have helped 385 unique clients and counting. We have led over 900 professional development events, and we have successfully coerced over 40,000 people to chicken dance. We got episodes about that too. So dive into the Improve It podcast archives if you want more on the chicken dance. So let me tell you, I've got proof in the pudding that improv works. So big names like LinkedIn, Amazon, Uber Freight, Walgreens, and the Obama Foundation are investing in improv, not just for fun. They're doing it because it builds high-performing teams. Improv boosts active listening, so teams stop talking all over each other. Improv improves adaptability, so teams don't freeze when they're faced with challenges. And improv builds confidence, so people actually speak up. And today I'm going to give you a brand new improv-based activity to bring to your team. You ready? Get a paper and pen, steal this, take it back. It's yours. It is called Last Word, First Word. This activity is truly, couldn't swallow there, y'all. What was that? This is one of my favorite exercises for improving your listening, for improving collaboration, and for quick thinking. This is super simple, and you can do it at the top of a meeting. You can do it in the middle of a meeting. You can do it at the end of a meeting. It really works anytime, anywhere, but it needs you to be the facilitator. So here's how this works. First of all, you're going to ask your team to get a partner, and you are going to have one person start with a sentence. It could be something like, our next project will be a game changer. Partner B is listening, and they are then going to start their sentence with the last word from the previous sentence. So the last word from the first person was game changer. So person 2 or person B is going to say, game changer is exactly what we need right now. And then now would be the first word that starts person A's sentence. And you would keep that going back and forth, and make a full conversation where each person builds on what came before. Now, let me tell you why this works, because it works so well. We have done this in so many of our workshops. It forces deep listening, so you can't plan ahead. You have to respond in real time. It encourages creative thinking. It gets people outside of their comfort zone, and it strengthens team connection because people are building off each other's words. I would love for you to take this, run with it, try it in your next meeting. You will be so surprised and so amazed at how engaged, how present, how creative your team becomes. Now, if you're thinking, this is gold, I need more of this for my team, I got you, boo. At Improve It, we run a high energy, as you may tell, I'm very subtle, highly interactive team building workshop that uses improv to transform the way teams communicate, collaborate, and support each other. It is our team building and collaboration workshop. It is so tried and true. We have had this workshop since day one of Improve It. So it's an 11-year workshop. It has been tweaked, reworked, tweaked, and it is the probably first or second most popular workshop that we have. It is remarkable because every workshop that we do at Improve It has a team building undertone, but this one is really specific if you want to build more collaboration with your team. So in this workshop, you'll use communication as a tool to move conversations forward in a positive way. You'll create supportive relationships that fuel teamwork and innovation. You will build a culture where ideas flow freely and people feel safe to contribute. And it's perfect for in-person. You can do an in-person group for groups of up to 100, and that's a 2-hour workshop. Or we could do this virtually for up to 50 people, and that is a 90-minute virtual workshop. So let me tell you, this isn't trust falls and icebreakers. This is real transformative work disguised as play. So y'all have got so much from this episode. This is our Wednesday episode, so we want to give you lots of information. I just want to recap really quickly one of our activities, last word, first word. Please go back, use this with your team. Remember, first person is going to say a sentence, then the second person is going to use the last word of that sentence to start their sentence. You'll keep it going until a full conversation is had, and then you'll use that after that activity is done to debrief about why it's so important to Not only listen to understand, listen to respond, how listening builds trust, how we can support each other by listening to each other, and you can take the conversation from there. But improv is such an amazing tool. I hope you go back and use, at a minimum, just this activity today. So let's go back to that new hire from the very, very beginning who was holding back in meetings. Now, imagine if instead of feeling hesitant, they felt empowered to speak up because they knew that their ideas would be heard, supported, and yes, anded by their team. That is what improv creates, a culture where people feel seen, they feel safe, and they feel encouraged to contribute. So here is your homework to take with you from today. I want you to try, like I mentioned, that last word, first word activity in your next meeting with your team. Watch what happens. Watch your team listen more, collaborate better, and loosen up. And if you want to take it to the next level, let's chat about a team building workshop. Now, I also want to let you know we have a great freebie for you today. We are talking all about team building and collaboration this month. Later this month, we're going to have a whole freebie for you on team building. But until then, I want to give you something to take with you. It is 100 non-cheesy icebreakers that you can use to start off your meeting. So if you liked last word, first word, we have some icebreakers that you can use as conversation starters. Go to the link in the show notes to get those. They are yours completely free. Put in your name, your email. It will come to your email in literally about 2 minutes. So get that because you deserve it and because you are the leader that you want to be led by and because you need something to take off your to-do list. Let us give you some non-cheesy icebreakers to use for your team. Because my friend, my peep, you know work should be fun and your team and you deserve to thrive. So until next time, I want you to remember that every workday is a play date waiting to happen. Keep playing, keep leading, and remember the world needs that special it that only you can bring. I'll see you next time.